Good morning. This is Josh Hayes with Hedge Plus, and here's today's market monitor. We're coming off what wound up being a pretty inconsequential supply and demand report. More on that in a moment once I get to where we are on overnight prices. But it's typically not a very impactful report. It's way down on the list of as far as these monthly USDA reports and other situational reports, such as the planted acreage report that's coming up at the end of the month, which is ranked very highly, if not the most important report of the year. But nonetheless, there were some changes made that maybe we don't typically see on this June WASDE report. That were bullish, and the market just completely brushed them off. In fact, I was watching where prices were at the moment of the release just to see in the initial seconds after it came out to just see what happened with prices. Prices started to go down. I thought to myself, oh boy, this must be a disappointing report, a bearish report. And it turned out to have some surprises, not big surprises, nothing major, but surprises that were favorable for the markets and bullish. And yet the prices came down post-release. One of the positives we saw was the USDA cutting old crop corn stocks by 50 million bushels. The expectation was more around half that amount, if at all. And what's significant about that is it brings corn stocks to use ratio down to 8.9%, which is a 4-year low. Well, I don't think it's missed on any of you that we're not at 4-year high prices right now. So that's a little bit of a disappointment to see the market. We weren't expecting the market to skyrocket by any means, but instead go down after that. That's concerning. It brings us to the other side where it basically shows that this latest supply and demand report is yet another indicator that really the market is focused strictly on the positive weather, the good weather we're getting, and nothing else. Nothing is moving it. Nothing is shaking it free from these massive short positions, at least those who are holding those massive short positions. Another news item that is on deck, it started to brew yesterday, is that we should get the biodiesel mandate numbers today. And the word is that they are going to be a disappointment. It's not the 5.2 billion gallon mandate that we thought we were going to get. We'll find out for sure later today, but market sure seems to be expecting a lower mandate, and end users have slowed, if not completely ceased, front month buying, which pushes us out to the end of the year and makes old crop really tough to sell at this point. Another big development overnight that doesn't seem to be impacting the market too much at all. Israel had a bombing campaign throughout Iran targeting nuclear sites and leaders, and including scientists involved in their nuclear program. Iran has not been able to mount much of a counter attack, but it has sent oil prices higher because, regardless of what Iran is capable of doing, it appears to be some disruption to their oil production. That's actually a significant factor for China, who gets a lot of their oil from Iran. It has sent oil prices up as high as I saw 13% overnight. If this is sustained, it will eventually offer support to grain prices, but there is question about whether or not it will be sustained. I don't believe I've seen anything indicating that Israel target much of Iran's oil infrastructure, but something to watch nonetheless. Moving on to weather, Southern Plains, we've been talking about extremely wet. That is expected to go through this weekend. There is maybe a chance they might start to dry out next week. Midwest is dry bias through this weekend. No real big weather concern to obviously to hit the markets and bring in some risk just yet. In China, rain for next 10 days in the driest areas. We're one day closer to that, and that forecast is firming up. This should definitely help decrease their areas in drought. And not that the market reacted too much to the drought they were in. I don't know if the market's going to react much to any improvement, but the way things have been going, it seems like anything bearish is accounted for. So perhaps this might put some pressure on wheat prices and take out any premium that might have been built in from what was going on in China, though we're not seeing that on the overnight. In France, it's very dry. It's getting hotter. That is expanding to beyond just France, but France is definitely the most impacted by dry weather and increasing heat that is impacting their wheat crop. Quick update on Mexico, which had been getting beneficial rains and still is to the south. The northern areas, however, do remain in drought, and that is expected to last into July. Northern Mexico is more of a wheat growing region than a corn region, so this really isn't going to offer much support for the corn market, perhaps a little bit for wheat, but likely not much. Moving on, overnight prices, kind of an inverse of where we closed yesterday, the day session, when we finished up a little bit on corn and down about what you're seeing here with soybeans and wheat. To show just how inconsequential the report was yesterday, we are almost exactly where we were at this time yesterday morning, 24 hours ago. Corn is down about a cent. Beans are almost flat even, and wheat is up about 3 cents. One of the things that in the report, and I'm not saying this is why wheat's up overnight, but one of the things in the report that was helpful for wheat was that new crop carryout was cut on the strong demand and export numbers we've seen for new crop wheat out of the gate so far this new crop year. And so that was positive. And then also beans were pretty much left unchanged, but in a lot of ways that has to be looked at as a positive as well, because of the fact that the USDA has not yet indicated any worry that with what's going on with China, that we're going to be left holding the bag with a bunch of beans. So there were some people that thought we might see bean stocks raise significantly, but that did not happen. Regardless, the report yesterday was slightly positive, slightly bullish, but essentially the market reacted to it as though it was neutral. That'll be all for today. We will have Jason's feedlot focus, cattle and hog market update that will be out later today on both our website and on social media. I hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend, and I hope everybody gets the rain they need or the break from rains they may need. Take care, and we'll talk to you again next week.